everybody. Welcome into the Glenn Tidwell Show, Community Coaches Show, right here on Bedford County Sports Live. I'm Bill Anderson, your host. Coach, we had a bye week.
Yeah, I don't have a whole lot to tell you. Just kidding.
On a bye.
Yeah, we were undefeated, like I said.
We'll get to our sponsors in a minute. But you know what I'm going to do this weekend, Coach? I'm going to make some white beans, cornbread, and I'm going to go to Piggly Wiggly because they got a real butcher and get me a ham and get them to chop it up for me to put in them beans.
Sounds like a plan.
It's not processed meat, Piggly Wiggly.
Oh, it's a great place to go.
Extreme Floor, North Star Services. We'll get to them in just a second. Thanks to our sponsors for making this possible. All right, Coach, it was a break. It's good to get your kids healed up. A weird time of the year to have a break.
Oh, I'll be honest with you, I enjoyed it. It came at a good time because we were getting ankles and hips and thighs and everything else all banged up. So we got everybody pretty much back to normal.
Well, I heard a rumor that you and everybody else in Bedford County went up to East Tennessee or Florida one last weekend.
We had a few that took trips to East Tennessee.
Did you run anybody up there while you was there?
I saw a few students of ours.
Okay.
But I didn't get to
Jake Tyre up there with you?
I didn't get to run into Jake. He did the Dollywood the day before I did.
Okay.
So I thought we were going at the same time. I probably would have run into him, but we didn't.
All right, Coach. Who we got with us? Got one of your main coaches with us. Who we got?
We got our offensive line coach, Coach Greg Greenhall. He's first year with us and first year here at Bedford County Schools as well. So
all right, good deal.
Came in and done a tremendous job with our young line. So, but yeah, that's who we got.
All right, we're going to take a break. We're going to come back. We're going to talk with the community coaches, and we'll be right back.
Water, fire, or mold damage. Call North Star Services, Nashville's local, non-franchise restoration pros. We respond 24/7 to stop damage fast, handle drying and cleanup, and manage repairs start to finish. As a licensed general contractor with 20-plus years experience, we coordinate directly with your insurance and offer free estimates, serving all of Middle Tennessee, including Bedford County. Restore today. Rebuild with confidence. Call 615-203-9573.
Shop local at Shelbyville Piggly Wiggly, down home, down the street. From farm fresh produce and hand-cut meats to pantry staples, dairy, frozen favorites, and household essentials, we've got your list covered at hometown prices. Don't miss our weekly ad and truckload meat sales. Open 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. daily. Visit 874 Union Street, Shelbyville, or call 931-684-1363. Follow us on Facebook for the latest specials. Shop local. Save big at the Pig.
Ready to upgrade your space? At Extreme Flooring in Shelbyville, we've got you covered. From carpet and hardwood to luxury vinyl, tile, and waterproof flooring. We also handle kitchen backsplash and bath remodels. Our design and sales team will help you find the perfect fit with trusted brands like Dreamweaver, Shaw, Mohawk, Doll Tile, and Tile Bar. And their certified installers make sure everything looks just right. Stop by and see us at 225 Colorado Boulevard in Shelbyville or give us a call at 931-735-6700. Financing is available. Schedule your consultation today at extreme-flooring.com. Let's make your home amazing.
Welcome back in the Glenn Tidwell Community Coaches Show. All right, Coach Greenhall, where'd you come from?
Well, which part?
Where did you start out? And tell me about your coaching. Where have you coached before? What have you done in coaching?
Well, I started out in 92 at Gordon Lee High School in Chickamauga, Georgia.
Okay.
Which is just right south out of Chattanooga. You go through Rossville and come through the battlefield and all that. Good place to start your coaching career. It was like teaching in Mayberry, Andy Griffith style. That's what it was like. It was a public school, but kids couldn't wear shorts. Boys couldn't have hair touching their collar. Men teachers, even gym teachers, we had to wear ties every day, shirts and ties. Very strict, very regimented school.
Could the kids dip?
Not without getting to know it. I mean, they couldn't do it.
Some of the backward schools, I'm telling you, I had a friend of mine who was a principal at one of them. I won't name who it is, a good friend of mine.
Well,
and they got rid of him for telling them they couldn't dip.
Gordon Lee was kind of a blue blood school. We had the city limits of Chickamauga went from about here to the road out there.
Mm-hmm.
So if you lived outside the city limits, you had to pay a tuition to come to school there. So we had kids coming off Lookout Mountain, and 96% of the kids were college prep kids. So they were going on to a 4-year school after that. So it was a good experience. Good experience. That's
Good.
where I learned to wing tee.
Okay. Where'd you
That's where
go
I
after
learned
that?
to wing tee. After that, I went back to Alabama, where I'm originally from. Went to East Limestone High School, and spent 4 years there. And then I went back to my home school, which is Athens High School. If you're not familiar with Athens, it's right in between Birmingham and Nashville on 65.
Okay.
That's where Philip Rivers played.
All right.
Coached with his dad. I spent 12 years at Athens, 12 good years. State champions in 2006 and 5A ball. And then I left Athens in 2012 and went to Navarre High School in Navarre, Florida, which is Navarre Beach, which is Panhandle, but it's in between Destin and Pensacola. A big military community there. Spent 10 years there. Played in 2 semifinals, 2 Final Fours. But there's a difference in Florida now. You talk about Florida's got speed, and then there's South Florida speed.
Oh, right.
So when we ran into South Florida, it was a little different
Huh.
game for us. But so I've been fortunate enough. I've been in some good programs and been around good coaches, and obviously, it's the Jimmies and the Joes, and had plenty of them. Got 2 playing in NFL right now. One's with the 49ers, plays defensive line, and running back that I coached is with the Arizona Cardinals.
What was his name?
Yeah, Michael Carter.
Michael Carter was with the Jets.
Yep.
A
Yep.
North Carolina kid.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who's the defensive lineman with the Niners?
Jordan Jefferson.
Okay.
Played at West Virginia for
Right.
3 years and then transferred to LSU his senior year and played there. He's an Alabama kid, and his dad ended up moving to Navarre as a minister down there. And so we were able to – JJ came to Navarre and was a really, really good player for us. So,
How in the world did you wind up here?
well, I kind of took a hiatus from high school coaching and coached middle school ball for 3 years as a head coach. And then when last year I drove I live in Estill Springs. So I was driving from Estill Springs to Hendersonville and at a middle school up there, 2 hours one way every day. And so I was ready to get back a little closer to home. And anyway, it worked out. Coach Tidwell knew some people that I had been talking to, and they didn't have a position for me. And so they gave Glenn my information. And I can't remember if I called you, you called me. I don't remember.
I texted you,
That's what it was.
and then you called me, and then it was
So
Coach Tyre and I interviewed him, and
Coach Tyre asked me what I knew about wing tee, and I said, "What do you want to know?" And
That's right.
And they said, "You're hired."
So yeah, that's pretty much how it went.
Yeah.
That's outstanding to get a coach with this resume that's
Yeah.
had that much experience.
Well, we had gone down. Jake and I had gone down to the Alabama coaching clinic in late March, and having to be going through all the exhibits that they bring in for like weights and things for coaches. And one of the guys working the
Guy I used to work for.
weights was his former head coach,
Okay.
and Jake just happened to see the guy's badge saying Athens High School or Athens, Alabama on it, and said, "Hey, do you know Greg Greenhall?" And he said, "Yeah," and gave him rave reviews there at the coaches clinic, and which made us feel even better about the hire
Right.
and things like that. So yeah, it's been a good fit.
All right, lots
Really, really good fit. It's the kids are great at community. Administration's great. It's great to work at a place where your administration is supporting you.
Right.
And the situation that we inherited, it's not an overnight process. It's going to take a while, but the kids have, they've bought in and we've got good things ahead of us.
To a degree, this was like Coach Tidwell and I've talked about this on there. It was like starting over almost from
Oh, yeah.
ground zero, starting a program.
Oh yeah.
That had to have been tough.
Well, and what's crazy, the past 2 weeks, you can say the past 3 weeks, it's like things are starting to click. And so hopefully the off season, it will continue to, will develop. And basically you've, not say word wasted is not a good word, but it's like you've had spring ball since the end of May up until the last 3 weeks teaching.
Right.
And finally, all that teaching is starting to pay off, and the lights are starting to come on. And I've seen guys that take the proper steps and the head placements and attacking the specific shoulders and attack the ball, and it's starting to come into everything we've been teaching since day one. So hopefully it'll carry over into the off season. But yeah, it's slowly getting better.
All right, let's take a break here from our sponsors. When we come back, we're going to look around the region and we're going to talk about a little bit more about community football. We'll be right back.
Water, fire, or mold damage. Call North Star Services, Nashville's local, non-franchise restoration pros. We respond 24/7 to stop damage fast, handle dry and cleanup, and manage repairs start to finish. As a licensed general contractor with 20-plus years experience, we coordinate directly with your insurance and offer free estimates, serving all of Middle Tennessee, including Bedford County. Restore today. Rebuild with confidence. Call 615-203-9573.
Shop local at Shelbyville Piggly Wiggly, down home, down the street. From farm fresh produce and hand-cut meats to pantry staples, dairy, frozen favorites, and household essentials, we've got your list covered at hometown prices. Don't miss our weekly ad and truckload meat sales. Open 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. daily. Visit 874 Union Street, Shelbyville, or call 931-684-1363. Follow us on Facebook for the latest specials. Shop local. Save big at the Pig.
Ready to upgrade your space? And Extreme Flooring in Shelbyville, we've got you covered. From carpet and hardwood to luxury vinyl, tile, and waterproof flooring. We also handle kitchen backsplash and bath remodels. Our design and sales team will help you find the perfect fit with trusted brands like Dreamweaver, Shaw, Mohawk, Doll Tile, and Tile Bar. And their certified installers make sure everything looks just right. Stop by and see us at 225 Colorado Boulevard in Shelbyville or give us a call at 931-735-6700. Financing is available. Schedule your consultation today at extreme-flooring.com. Let's make your home amazing.
Welcome back in. Bedford County Sports Live, Glenn Tidwell Show. All right, coaches, let's talk. Both of you right here. We started from the ground. We'll almost just focus on this. Is the key here getting more kids out?
Yeah, we've got, I think if you look at the kids we've gotten hurt, and when I say hurt, they're done for the year, with our numbers are right around 30, I believe, and we were 37 to 40. We've got some good groups coming up from the 8th grade. Like I said, I think there's about 15 to 16 that could pop up, and that's just from community. That's not getting, if we were to get any kids that come over from Liberty or
Right.
or any other middle school. So,
You never know what you're getting there.
Right. You never know what you're getting there. But so let's just say you get 16
Yeah.
and add that to what we think's coming back with us. We'll be well over that 40 mark for next year because we've only got four juniors. So the next 2 years, the 8th graders, that'll be 9th graders and juniors, or 7th that'll come up. That number in itself is what, about 30-ish kids total, somewhere in there. So over the next 2 years, we'll have just from community alone, if everything stays the way, you'll have close to 50 plus kids by the time these sophomores that we have now are seniors. Yeah. So that's where I think you'll start seeing things get a lot better depth wise, and
and recruiting the hallways. I got several coaching buddies of mine who don't do it. They want the kids to come to them, and I've got some of my coaching buddies that are like, I spend every day in the hallway. You want to play football? You want to play football?
Right. I mean, and we do that, and that goes back to me trying to get more coaches in the building, which I'll try to do in the off season, because the more eyes and things I have in each hallway, it's better for us. Having Coach Greenhall and Jake in the building, and when I can't see kids per se, they see them, and so and that's like I've told guys now. I say, hey, community is a great place to come play if you want to play, because right. I mean we've played a lot of freshmen this year, and if you're somewhere else and you're sitting the bench and think you should be playing, hey,
come to community.
Come to community. I mean, it's
I think at one point on the offensive line this year, we counting the tight end.
Yeah.
We were starting 4 freshmen at some point this year.
I mean, we're not scared to play if you're ready to go. So
the thing I was finding interesting though, even out here at Central, was you had Lad Sparrow and Burt Condit's boy Jack.
Yeah,
never played football.
Right.
But now they're seniors, and they've contributed greatly up here.
Well, and Jack played for me when I was at Liberty for a few years,
but hadn't played in high school.
Hadn't played since. Right.
course, he was small.
He was,
Sparrow,
and all
but he
of a
was a
sudden-
basketball. Both those boys are basketball players,
right. And Jack
and they have enjoyed their experience with football.
and Jack, all of a sudden, you knew it was coming.
Yeah.
Because, you look at the parents and they're tall.
Oh, yeah.
Grandparents are tall. And at some point, he was going to sprout up. And he did.
And he did.
He did. So, but yeah, I mean, that's, our numbers should get a lot better over the next couple of years.
Oh, yeah.
And then, we're just missing some pieces, and we're going to get those pieces. At
I'm
some
just
point.
a big fan of this. I'm a big fan of kids playing multiple sports.
Oh, I am too. And I think you have to, at a small school,
Absolutely.
you have to be willing to share your athletes.
Well, and I think also sometimes you're trying to pigeonhole someone into, let's say, baseball, and come to find out they were a better basketball or football player.
Right.
Why can't you play them all?
Well, we've got quite a few of our kids that are going to leave us. I think we've got 2 that are going to basketball. And then most of our linemen, and there's a couple of skilled kids that are going to go to wrestling.
Good.
So we'll have most of our linemen wrestling.
Who's wrestling coach?
I have not met him. I know Coach Boland, who's our assistant principal, is also an assistant. I can't remember who the head
Wrestling helps
wrestling coach,
football.
but yeah,
It's a
Without
good
a
thing.
doubt, especially for linemen, because it teaches them about leverage.
Yes.
Teaches them about leverage because I tell my guys all the time, if you can't bend your knees, you can't play on the line. You can't play here. You got to be a knee bender, not a waist bender, but you got to bend your knees. And wrestling is definitely going to help them do that and develop that lower body strength and footwork.
Yes.
It's going to help tremendously.
And this year, so I'll have 5th period is our football period or weightlifting, and I'll have them now for the entire off season, where I only got them last year in March.
Right.
And it was after school, and you would have parents would, at least that was the word, that mom said, I can't come today, so I got to come home, which could have been them just saying I need to go home.
Right.
Now I'll have them 5th period, regardless, it counts as a class, and we'll get to do, weights and conditioning and, speed, agility work and all that sort of thing throughout the week. So I think we'll see a big difference next May into the summer and into the fall, just because I'll have them.
Now, with y'all running the wing tee, or y'all much on 7-on-7 in the summer? Do you participate?
I mean, the
in it?
kids like to do it, and I like, hey, I don't have a problem. I'm
What
not
do you really
I'm
get out
not a
of
big fan of it because it's not realistic.
You don't want to ask an offensive line coach what he thinks
Well,
about
I really want to know, because I don't see you getting much out of it. It's not football.
It's not. You get four seconds to throw a football, and the quarterback is not being pressured. So it's kind of like.
So what's it teaching you? It's sort of like a basketball
It's more
coach.
for the offense than it is for anything else.
I was going to say the opposite.
Yeah.
But you got your basketball, and all you do is shoot threes with nobody in their face.
'Cause
What good does that do to shoot a 3-pointer with nobody guarding you?
Well, it's like for me on defense, when I'm dropping 8 guys on defense, but in 7-on-7, you don't have 7 on defense. And so I'm missing a guy that I would normally have dropping in a zone. So now I've got to reteach some things because that's not what I'm doing.
Right.
And then you figure on offense, the center and the quarterback can't go out for a pass. So it's 5-on-7.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, it's really not 7-on-7 per se, but.
And what I don't like about it is you go to these big 7-on-7 tournaments, because it's turned into a big money maker.
Oh, it is a money maker.
And don't get me wrong, I'm all about making some money for
Sure.
the program. But like the Hoover tournament they have every year. I mean, that thing's nation. We got teams coming in from all over the nation for that thing. But they have they design a special offense just for 7-on-7 to win a tournament that they're not going to run any of those plays during the season.
No.
Same thing with defense.
Right.
I mean, they're going to design coverages
Yeah.
that they're not going to run during the season. So to
But
me,
yeah,
it's just, I
You
don't
might
know.
as well be playing flag football.
Yeah. I'd rather play flag, to be honest with you.
I mean, really.
But
Right.
I mean, I do it because the kids like to do it.
Sure.
It's something different.
And you're keeping them involved in
You-
something and
you know,
going, I get it.
Yeah,
Breaks a
but
little bit of
it's-
the monotony in the
it does,
summertime.
I'm not a big fan of it, and I don't go looking for them.
Right.
So
All right, let's look around the region, guys. Last week's Quad County 7, Walker Valley 2. Was that baseball or football?
you know what? You're going to tell me scores that I know nothing about because I was on vacation.
Watertown 22, Liberty Creek 25 upset them. Forest 46-28. Did you know Coach Palmer was up 14-13 at the half on Giles?
I did actually watch that on their YouTube channel, and I went upstairs to grab. They had a restaurant upstairs and was watching it up there, and the wife and I were sitting up there, and I was watching. I went to do something, came back and saw they got beat 43-20,
46-28.
yeah, something like that. I was
They hung in
they
there for a
did.
half.
I looked at it as the last team with the Pens going to win.
Right.
That's the way it was going because they couldn't stop each other.
I think Giles just had more bodies in the
Yeah.
second half. That wears you down.
Yeah.
That's what happens.
Well,
with Giles
Giles
County.
is just now starting to get some guys back.
Right.
One of my best friends who we've known each other since we were just little boys and played ball together at Athens and stuff. And he just retired in Alabama and crossed the line over because Giles County and Limestone County, Alabama, they're on the border. So he drives up to Giles County every day. He's a coach in the line up there, but he said that Giles County halftime was not very pleasant against Forest.
Sure it wasn't. Marion County beat Marion County 33, Cascade nothing. This week, number 1 Sequatchie goes to Giles County. Y'all face both of them. What do you think? I give the advantage to Giles because it's at Giles.
Well,
But
from a defensive style, from the defensive side for both teams, I felt like Sequatchie ran the ball better than Giles, but Giles threw the ball better because of the athletes they've got. Giles has out at receiver.
Right.
So, defensive wise, I felt like Giles maybe had better D line and Sequatchie had better linebackers. So it's a 50. I mean, it is. It's about matchups. So,
Yeah.
All right.
You know.
Forest is the number 4 seed right now. But of course, like I said again, 1 and 2, the winner of the Sequatchie Giles will be the 1 seed.
right.
The other one will be the 2. Forest and Watertown, you played both of those.
Well, I think Forest will beat Watertown.
That running back's tough. Quincy's a special.
And then I think if Forest can stop Watertown's quarterback, they've got a great shot. He can run well. He throws the ball well. I think they slow him down. They've got a really good shot.
Where's that one being played?
I think it's
It's
at Watertown.
At Watertown.
Man, they got a nice.
But
Well, they do. And if you ever been to their old facility, I was telling Coach Tidwell a couple of weeks ago, you talk about awful. Used to Watertown's
that was the
facility
best field. That was the
awful.
best grass
Oh,
we've
there's
ever
no
seen.
doubt. I
Man,
mean,
it was
there wasn't
almost
a-
better than
I'm
the
glad they
turf.
fixed it because used to
There wasn't a weed. There wasn't
It
a
was
weed.
terrible. It
in
was
that
nice.
field.
Yeah.
What region does this region match up with in the playoffs?
Well, I feel like we're 4. Are we 3 or 4?
We're 4.
I think
Four,
it's 3.
region 4, 3A.
I think it's 3.
Who's over there? Y'all know?
I
Or just
I
teams,
have no
any of
idea.
them?
I have no idea. I hadn't had the privilege to really get that far to look.
Right. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to talk about Halloween night. And as Coach Robbie Davis loved me saying, the Battle of Bedford. Let's take a break. We're going to come back and talk about Cascade and community right after this.
Water, fire, or mold damage. Call North Star Services, Nashville's local, non-franchise restoration pros. We respond 24/7 to stop damage fast, handle drying and cleanup, and manage repairs start to finish. As a licensed general contractor with 20-plus years experience, we coordinate directly with your insurance and offer free estimates, serving all of Middle Tennessee, including Bedford County. Restore today. Rebuild with confidence. Call 615-203-9573.
Shop local at Shelbyville Piggly Wiggly, down home, down the street. From farm fresh produce and hand-cut meats to pantry staples, dairy, frozen favorites, and household essentials, we've got your list covered at hometown prices. Don't miss our weekly ad and truckload meat sales. Open 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. daily. Visit 874 Union Street, Shelbyville, or call 931-684-1363. Follow us on Facebook for the latest specials. Shop local. Save big at the Pig.
Ready to upgrade your space? And Extreme Flooring in Shelbyville, we've got you covered. From carpet and hardwood to luxury vinyl, tile, and waterproof flooring. We also handle kitchen backsplash and bath remodels. Our design and sales team will help you find the perfect fit with trusted brands like Dreamweaver, Shaw, Mohawk, Doll Tile, and Tile Bar. And their certified installers make sure everything looks just right. Stop by and see us at 225 Colorado Boulevard in Shelbyville or give us a call at 931-735-6700. Financing is available. Schedule your consultation today at extreme-flooring.com. Let's make your home amazing.
Welcome back in the Glenn Tidwell Show. Guys, Halloween, Battle of Bedford. Second year in a row at Cascade. Big ball game.
It is. I mean, for a few more reasons than normal, probably.
Right.
But yeah, it's think the kids are excited. I know coaches are excited on our side. But yeah, I mean, going back to some old stomping grounds.
All right, Cascade. Now that they've made their coach, Jake's not over there. Y'all run the wing T. They're spread, right?
They are. They zone read and spread. I mean, a lot of quick screens, quick hitches. They like to throw it deep occasionally.
Hitch and goes. Yeah.
Quarterback, real quick, he gets rid of the ball really fast. He can run. So we've had to prepare for all of it. Good part about it is we've seen a lot of that the last half of the season. So the kids are really starting to pick up on, the eye candy that at first was giving us trouble. And, I kept telling them, hey, y'all going to see it week after week after week. And they have. And when they see it, they know exactly what to do. So hopefully that, keeps on this week. But, yeah, I mean, it's been a good week. We had to go indoors today. We stayed in the gym for practice. So, yeah, it's been a good week and good off week.
What I call it the community high school indoor practice facility.
Yeah.
There you go. Gymnasium.
That's right.
Well, the shovel game's on Thursday night, so everybody needs to get out, and because it's the only game in Bedford County is the Cascade community game. And hopefully we'll have a lot of shovel people even will drive out there and check it out.
That'd be nice.
The food's good there too as well. If I keep saying that Cascade, that food's great out there. Those parents do a great job with that. All right, we get this ball game out of the way. Talk to me about what we've got coming up going to Warren County. Tell everybody how they can get tickets.
Well, we've posted on our Facebook page and probably our Instagram page the I can't even say it, Nurseman's Bowl, which is on November the 6th, which is next Thursday night at 7 out at Warren County.
Is it just you and Warren? Or is there
just
another?
us and Warren. I've told the kids or the guys why I did this was to experience what it's like to practice in November.
Right.
And time change, because after this year, that's wanting to be our expectation is to be still practicing and playing in November. And so great opportunity. I know hopefully our fans will show up, but it's a GoFan tickets, and the link is on our page. I think the tickets are $10 a piece. They charge you $1 for that. I've never done it before, so I'm new to that
Processing fee.
So it'll cost you a total of $11. If you can't go, hey, help us out. We get 300 tickets, and that money that we sell for each ticket goes to our program, back to us. So even if you can't make the game, buy a ticket to support us and help our program get bigger and grow, and we'd appreciate it.
All right. Warren County was in a similar situation to where you all at, with a region that was not so hot. They were in a bad region. You can't win any games. They made the decision to drop out of TSSAA in football,
right?
And they'll have to drop out for 2 years. Now, that didn't mean, like another coach was arguing there with JV games, the games count.
Yeah.
It's just you're not in a region and you're not going to the playoffs.
Right.
Well, in Warren's case, you were guaranteed to go 0-10.
Right.
Why not do what they did? And now they've won 5 or 6 ball games.
Yep.
And they're getting their program built up a little bit.
I think that's what White County did a few years back, because they knew the
Yes.
middle school group was coming, and they took 2 years off, and now I think they're rolling. So
Cumberland County's another one that I know has done it. And so another school in Chattanooga's doing it. Howard,
I think you, of course, get to pick the games that potentially you can win. So it builds momentum within the school, and more kids come out and play, and so, which it ain't a bad idea, but yeah, that's what they've done.
And it's kind of turned things around for them a little bit.
Yeah, I think the last time I looked, I haven't looked lately, was they were 3-4, and they may be 4-4, or
I think they've won
4
4
and
maybe,
5
4
now,
and
maybe.
4, 4 and 5, something like that.
So, yeah.
But yeah, it's turned things around for them quite a bit, because they were staring at 0-10, 0-20 for the next 2 years if they hadn't done it.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
it does not affect you in any other sports. It doesn't affect you baseball, it doesn't affect you basketball. It's just football only. And I've got a feeling there's going to be some other schools doing this as well, because y'all heard me complain, if you watch Saturday morning show, a lot about this. My disappointment with TSSAA is wanting to put 50 schools in each bracket, not accounting for travel or student enrollment.
Right.
The whole reason for 6A football was to keep a school with 3,000 students from playing a school with 1,300 in an unfair advantage.
There's no.
Or a 3A school like you all that's 300. How many kids you got?
We're right at 500.
500?
We're all 3A.
And we are the if we are not the smallest, we are the second to smallest.
It's you and
3A.
Forest, right? Are the two
Yes,
smallest.
we're the small, and Cascade's probably right there with us. It's all three of us.
And playing somebody like Giles County, who I promise you's got over 1,000 students. I don't know how they're bracketing that, but that's just not fair. Giles has twice as many kids as y'all do. Sequatchie, the same darn way,
Yeah.
who ought to be playing in that region over in Chattanooga. So I see why teams do it.
Yeah.
Because to me, if you're not going to, the 50 shouldn't matter. It should be the students. But if we were going to do it this way, then let's take into account travel. And maybe somebody that's in a region, but I've got to go to Sequatchie. Maybe I would be better off putting somebody else like Fayetteville in here, or you know what I'm saying, or thinking about it regionally.
Well, the bad part about Sequatchie is that this year they had to come to us. They had to go to Forest. They had to go to Giles. Those are long. That's well over 2-hour rides.
Right.
One direction.
Yeah.
And so, we only got to do that once. So, yeah, it doesn't make sense to me either.
It doesn't to me either. But the whole thing about the way they changed it from the enrollment to I want 50 schools here, 50, 50, 50. And I'm going, that's not right.
Yeah.
Collierville High School's got 3,000 students, 30,000, and they could be bracketed with someone with 1,400. That's just not, it's not fair.
Well, that's exactly why they went to 7 classes in Alabama. They have the 32. They have 32 teams in 7A ball in Alabama, and they only play 4 rounds in the playoffs. So when 1A through 6A is playing first round playoff games, 7A gets a bye. Nobody in 7A, they don't start their playoffs until the second round. And for that exact same reason, because you take schools like Hoover and even some of the ones in Huntsville, the Grissams, the Spartans, the Bob Joneses, 3,500 students. And they're playing in 6A ball against, like my old high school, Athens, that has 1,000.
It's not fair.
It's not
You
fair.
can't compete that way.
Nope.
So,
And-
it doesn't make sense.
Well, it comes down to money too, and it doesn't make sense to have 4 teams making the playoffs, and conceivably we've got teams with 1 win. Well, actually, there's a chance. David pointed this out. There's a couple of regions where you didn't have to win a game and
Well,
you get in.
the reason I
'Cause
just told
there's
you,
4.
the Region 3, there's only 4 teams, so they
teams.
started the season already making the playoffs.
So you're already in. You don't have to win a game.
They don't have to win a game.
You go 0-10, make playoffs.
Yep.
And then you look at it from the other side, hosting a playoff game, and you're playing one of these teams that's 1-9, you lose money on the game because you got to pay Tidwell AA the money. You got to pay for the officials, and conceivably you're
better off
on the road.
You're better off being the road team because all you got to do is drive out there.
Yeah.
You still get paid to
You
go.
still get paid to go. You don't have to pay the expenses, the
You don't.
officials.
Nope.
TSSAA getting their cut.
Nope.
At least you get your money.
If
kinda
there is,
crazy.
you might not get much, but you're going to get a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
But I do think, I wish they would look at it more, because I think when we're closer to each other, there's a rivalry.
Yeah.
There's no question.
And you're going to get more gate that way.
It makes sense here, doesn't it?
It does to us, but obviously to them up there, I'm sure there's something about some money somewhere down the line. Let's give a shout out to your podcast guy again. He does a really good job. I
He
checked
does.
him out the other night a little while. David Noel, I believe it is his
Yep.
name. He's
Yeah.
still doing the games.
He's still doing them.
You want to go up to Warren County?
As far as I know, I guess I'll ask him
I
Friday
believe
night.
it's Podbean. Podbean is where you can check him out at. You can check
Yeah.
him out at
Yeah,
Podbean.
I'll ask him Friday night the game I see him. I'm sure he will. He likes
That's been good to get y'all some
It's
exposure.
the Ball Network,
Okay.
BALL Network at Podbean.
Podbean.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Everybody
Does
check
a-
that out. He
does
does
a
a
good
really
job.
good job, and it's good to get some exposure for community. And we knew it wasn't going to be easy, guys, but you got it going in the right direction. I think we'll see a difference next year. And who knows what 2 years is going to hold. You may be 2A. I don't know.
Yeah.
When they reclassify, could be.
Could be. Never know.
You're right there on that line to where it could go either way.
Yeah, I think my memory serves, I think we're about 50 or less students that we've had when they did the number to move up.
We could do like some
Or
schools
stay
and
put.
take our 9th grade or whatever and ship them over to the junior high and just move them and then say
Could.
we're down. Do
Could.
There's some other people doing that.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, there are.
My name's Giles County.
Giles County's doing it. And they're not the only ones doing it, by the way.
Oh,
but-
I'm sure.
But Giles has been doing that for a long time. They've got it
Well, you
down
got
to
to
a
think.
science.
I'm sure there's a lot of
You
things
know who the
that
principal is there, don't
I do. I
you?
knew,
He's also the defensive coordinator.
yeah, I knew the principal was before him too. I go back all the way to Mr. Holt, who's passed away. You remember him?
Yeah.
He was a good friend of mine,
Yeah.
Mr. Holt. Sold him pencils for years. Great guy. He was a big wig. Did the radio down there in Pulaski when I did the radio in Shelbyville. He was doing the radio down there. And that was when they built that facility. That is one of the
Oh,
nicest.
there's no doubt.
It's like a small college to
Yeah,
this
it's-
day. Beautiful facility they put in down there. All that brickwork, there's no telling what that would cost now. It would be astronomical what the figure would be. But a beautiful, beautiful place.
We'd
My
like to
memory
get
serves-
something.
My memory serves me right. That stadium was originally at one time they used to host the Butter Bowl.
You're correct.
I remember the Butter
The
Bowl.
Butter Bowl.
Yeah.
It'd be nice somebody come along and help us build a facility out of
Yeah,
our
right.
house. So we could use all the help we can get, man.
That's another thing. David and I have talked about this too. About that was kind of cool back in the day. Was 3 teams made it or 2, and then we had a line. There was bowl games everywhere.
When I was at Antioch, we'd play in the Lions Bowl. We'd
Yeah.
come up play in the Lions Bowl.
So but you didn't have 1 and 9 teams in the playoffs. And
You were either 6-4 and didn't make the playoffs, or 5-5. It was right in that little region.
I can remember back in the day, there was times we had Shelbyville were 8-2 and didn't make the
We
playoffs.
played 8-2
Yeah.
and went to the Lions Bowl
Went
in
to the Lions Bowl.
1979.
And now we just have too many teams in the playoffs. It looks to me like guys enjoyed it. This was fun.
Glad y'all asked me to be here.
Oh, I'm glad you came. You got an interesting past, and obviously the wing tee, and that's something that's it's got to be. Once we get it going, it's got to be a somewhat of an advantage because no one's running it,
That's right.
and they're not going to know how to prepare for it.
Well, wing
Well-
tee, like I said, that's the first offense I ever coached. And so the thing that's great about the wing tee is for offensive, or for all positions, but especially for offensive linemen, is it teaches rule blocking, which is something that's new to our kids because they want to get, well, I got to block that guy. No, you don't have that guy. You have this area. This is well, tell me your role. Tell me what your role is. So I've been able to apply wing tee blocking rules to every offense that I've coached, whether it be spread, whether it be I formation, whatever it is. I've been able to have that foundation to use those rules for offensive linemen because, we're not trying to reinvent the wheel.
No.
So it doesn't really change for offensive linemen. Either you're zone blocking or you're either a zone scheme or a gap scheme.
Right.
And, we're a gap scheme team. That's what we do.
Right.
We block down and we kick out. And so, but having those rules and making them understand the rules and repping it over and over and over and over again, it finally gets ingrained in them. So we have
And that should carry over to next year
Right.
for sure.
Oh yeah.
Next, we don't lose, I think, but 1 offensive lineman.
Yeah.
So
All right, guys, we're going to get out of here. I tell you what, get out and support the community. Go check out Cascaded Community, the Battle of Bedford, 7 o'clock, right?
that's right.
Friday night. It's the only game in Bedford County with 2 of our schools. Get out and support them. We'll be right here, same time, same channel next week.